Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. You now rocking with Mr. Uncommon.
Hey, yo, what's the word, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's the Fresh Prince himself, Izzy Finesse.
And the one and only, Jay Confident. Remember, y'all, success that costs your well-being is a hollow victory. Burnout in work, experience, or life means sacrificing too much of yourself for too little. True success uplifts, but not exhausts. Let's go! Hey.
Energy, baby.
Energy.
Big energy.
Big
energy.
And it's Friday.
Energy. Oh, sorry.
oh.
See?
This guy, bro.
Sorry.
Too much Red Bull, man. Too much Red Bull.
Too much, right?
Too much Red Bull. Too much off the experience Red Bull.
Got him too amped up right now. Gotcha. Yo, but before we get into anything, though, y'all, we are on the road to 1K on YouTube right now. I know I said we was on the road to 1K on Instagram.
We still on the road to 1K.
We hit 1K on Instagram, so now we on the road to 1K on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So if y'all mind, please help us out by getting to 1K by subscribing, by liking, and also by sharing. You know, send it out to your loved ones, send it out to your friends, send it out to everybody who are going through experiences.
Hey.
And thank you for everything. Always got to say thank you. And
Always.
also follow us on Instagram at Off Xperience Pod.
Yes. Also, check us out on TikTok, Tickety TikTok. We're on TikTok as well. We drop videos. We on there. We drop gems. We on there. Shout out to the audio listeners. We appreciate y'all so much. We on the verge of creating these downloads, man. We just need you to real quick, right? Click on a audio stream platform, any episode, download the episodes, love the episode, enjoy the episode, serenade the episode.
Whoa.
This episode here today is brought to you by Listener Network. Thank you, Listener Network. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Red Bull as well. Fuel your passion, embrace the grind, and celebrate every victory, big or small, with Red Bull. Let's go.
Let's go. I also just found out too that a lot of our YouTube family is from New York, Cali. Shout out Cali. Chicago. Shout out Chicago.
Shot-town.
Shout out the UK too.
Oh,
Bruv.
Hey, bruv. You talking about in it?
In it. Wagwan, bro.
I'll go on with it.
Drop bombs for all of y'all. We're going to drop bombs for
Thank
all
you.
of y'all.
We appreciate
But
y'all.
shout out to everybody for tuning in to
appreciation
us
is
around
good.
the world. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we are appreciative of your appreciation, of appreciating us.
We all appreciate it.
At the end of the day.
And by the way, real quick, I'm also appreciative of this shirt right here, the LaSalle production. Appreciate you.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Little nice fit.
That's very nice.
Very nice. Very
Very
nice.
nice.
I want to fit nice. I like it. I like it, you know. Shout out, man. Shout out, bro. Drop bomb for that. So, you already know. Welcome back to Off Xperience, man. Today, we're getting real about something too many of us know too well. You know what I'm saying? Burnout. We're exploring the challenge and balancing ambition with self-care and whatever it is, whether it's possible to chase big dreams without losing ourselves in the process. And here's the big question, right? Does true success have to come at the cost of our mental health and happiness? Well, we're diving into a raw, open-minded conversation about what it means to redefine success in a way that doesn't leave us drained. Let's rethink the hustle, the grind, and what it means to truly thrive. Let's go.
Yeah, those right there were like two big words. Sacrifice and burnout. Those right there should be like in parentheses.
Exclamation
points.
Capitalized.
Caps. Because
all caps.
we go through that every day. Burnouts and sacrificing. We really go through that every day. Like right now I'm burnt out.
Why you burnt out?
Yo, I'm just burnt. No, I'm not really burnt out. I was just messing with you. But
for the sake of the conversation.
Yeah. But like, you know what's so funny though? Like when people say burnt out, you know, in other places I could like people take offense to that. Like, yo, bro, you're burnt out, bro.
Yeah.
People, some places they take offense to that. But here, right, we're talking about it in like a way where we're working too hard and then we feeling burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm not feeling burnt out now, but there do be times though where I do be feeling burnt out. Yeah. Like during the week, you know, when days at work and our 9 to 5s be a little tough, and like my mind is just all over the place.
Plus, we're doing this shit here, like,
yeah.
So let's get straight to it, right? Because I'm gonna ask something that that definitely pertains to that. Like, right? What are some early signs of job-related burnouts that people often overlook? Like, what do you think? And how can we catch these before they snowball, right? Like, and it's based on our experiences, right? Like, how do you know the signs of burning out, like when it's about to come?
I think it's like exhaustion. Exhaustion is definitely one of the signs that like comes first. You just exhausted like the whole day. And like that right there is where like your fatigue comes in and like your resilience, because now you exhausted, and then like you exhausted when you come out of work, but then people tend to forget that we also got family at home, and we also got to come home to that. So it's like we got to wake ourselves up, and even trying to wake ourselves up, we still exhausted. And it's like we do that, and then we got to do it the next day and the next day and the next day. So like it really never stops.
That's a fact.
You want to think? Cause I got a funny story.
I could piggyback off what he's saying. Mine would be overexertion. Like you overexerting yourself too much. You know, once you put too much of the effort that you're going for, you kind of like you drain yourself out. You burn out.
Yeah.
You know, some people they don't really focus on the fulfillment. They mainly just focus on the achievement. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't really fulfill themselves along the way. They just want to focus on the end goal. Like, the end goal is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I need, fuck that. I'm burnt out. I got to go to the end goal. Fuck all that. But they don't realize that along the way, you're actually fulfilling yourself with a lot of needs. Yeah. While you're burning yourself out, you're getting the resilience and collecting yourself, you know, because you're burning out. And then you'll get to the end goal eventually.
Yeah.
You know
have you ever had an experience like that? Like,
of course, man. I mean,
share like one, like
one of them was at work when the senior locksmith had left, and they had put all the weight on me. I was burnt out, bro, because I didn't know where to begin.
Like overwhelming.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed. And then I kept telling myself, you know, I got this. So I overexerted myself. High expectated.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, if I'm thinking about myself like this, I could imagine anybody else. And I kind of fucked up. You know, I fucked up big time where I was like, damn, all right, let me step back. I burnt myself out too much. I gave too much of it that my fucking flame gave out on me. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. That's how I know I experienced that burnout shit. I mean, I've done it multiple times, but at work recently, that happened recently.
It's normal too. It's normal, especially like in the workplace.
I think you can actually just go on autopilot and just keep thinking, but I think it is normal when you're trying to achieve something or we're trying to work towards something, right? Like I think you get more burnt out because it's more to your point of what you're saying. Like people forget that we still got outside shit out of work, right? So we going through it through work, and then when we get out of here, then it's like
Tesla robot. Sorry,
Tesla robot. I turned her off. Turn off. When we come do whatever we're gonna do after work, it's like, okay, now from work we gotta balance out family, house things, you know, where you live at things, your business or what you're trying to accomplish, right? Like, so we only got a short time in the hours of the day, right? Then we gotta use other things to sleep. That's why a lot of people don't sleep. You know what I mean? This is why sometimes y'all see me, I'll be on the chat till like 2-3 in the morning, hitting y'all with fucking shit like
yo, I got an idea.
I got an idea.
Yeah,
like
wake up the next morning, like, what idea? And then he texts us back like, damn, I forgot. I'm like, yo.
I was about 3 in the morning just thinking.
Right? Like, but I'm doing that, and while I'm editing, I start thinking and stuff. So it's like, you know, you start doing that, you gotta wake up the next morning to go wake up and do it all over again, right? So it's one of those things. But you know, to the thing about like job related burnouts, it's funny because the other days, man, you see how I'm doing the kitchen and all that. So I'm literally throwing out the garbage myself, right? So it's been a whole 2 weeks already.
Yeah.
Right? It's been 2 weeks, and you know, it's been like very, very fucking overwhelming, man, because you know, when I said autopilot before, right, I felt that way. I was busy at work, and when I got here, my mind went to like some type of autopilot, and it was like forced autopilot. Yeah. If that makes any sense, bro. Like forced autopilot. I knew I had to do it, so I had like push myself there, and then it felt like I just went on emotion. You know, a click, Adam Sandler and that shit, when he don't remember nothing that's going on. It felt just like that. If I'm thinking about it, it was just rolling while I'm doing this, taking the bags, putting it in the car to go throwing them away. It was a lot of shit, bro. So when I was done at the end of the night, I'm like, yo, I am finished.
Yeah, I'm
like
burnt out.
I'm burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just so much going on through my mind,
Yeah.
and then moving around too much, picking up my kids, going to get food. There's a lot of shit going on that I'm like, yo. Why do you think y'all haven't even really seen me on the chat too much? Let's put it like that, right? I don't be on the chat because I've been so much like fucking back and forth. Even when I went yesterday to go do y'all shit, like I'm not responding. I'm running around, and that feels burnt out because at the same time we're trying to work on this also, and that added on to it is like, okay, boom. Now, can you actually like when you're trying to achieve something, is that an inevitable thing or
But for burnout?
for burnout, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Know what
It
I'm
is. It is.
It's destined
And-
to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's destined to happen because sometimes what it is, I feel like we get like tunnel vision, and in that during that tunnel vision, we just working, and you know, like us as men, you know, we could be burnt out, but we don't want to show it, you know, because we still got families to feed, and we got people that to provide for. So a burnout that's definitely inevitable, as you were saying. But it's just that tunnel vision, and once we finally feel that exhaustion, and like just mentally and physically, then that's when like it's like a click. You know, you slow down, and he's like, I'm burnt out right now.
You want to know what's the major click
Yeah.
on that remote though?
Wow.
Negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that can also wear you down too.
That
That's
will
true.
that once you get that negative thought in your head, that will bring you totally burnt out.
Right.
You could be in the like me, right? I couldn't work my whole 8 to 4 energized.
Yeah.
Once I get home, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing. But I'm in the process of cooking though. I already put everything on the stove, but I sit on that couch, bro. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
You don't want to do shit at home when you get home.
Nothing,
Yeah.
bro.
But you know you got to do it.
But I gotta
Yeah.
do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do it, nobody's gonna end up doing it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we really think about it.
No, yeah, for real. That's why. No, but like you see, like what you're saying about like sitting on the couch. That's why I feel like I got like certain habits and like certain rules, right, in the household where if I'm gonna do something, right, like cook or just whatever I gotta do after work, I'm not gonna take a shower and I'm not sitting down. Like I'm gonna have to stay up that whole time, so I
Just to
won't.
continue to do it. Like,
Yeah, so I won't get that feeling like once I sit down, like I'm done, like. Cause once I sit down, I'm sitting down, but I'm not getting back up. Like,
And that's always been,
Yo,
man. I'll be looking dead on the couch,
yeah,
burnt out, bro. And and it's life be lifing, bro.
Life
really
do be
be
life,
life.
life
But
be
that's the
life,
punch,
man.
like that right there's just the punches that we gotta roll with. We gotta fight back.
You know what's crazy? Like even self care, right? Like when you burn yourself out, that you forget about self care, right? I'll give you another one too, right? Like when I was younger, and this is when I just started working for doing elevators, right?
Yeah.
And you know, overtime was there, money was good, money was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just had you, right? So it's like I'm running. I'm talking about like they'll call me at 1 a.m. Yo, you want to come? Yup. I'm out, getting up. I'm out, working all day, 8 to 12:30. Wake up the next morning, go to work midnight. So I'm running. That I forgot to take care of myself because trying to obtain this, right? To take care of this, it made me lose myself in the sense of I wasn't taking care of myself. Right? I had bags under my eyes. I was looking like because I was just focused for the purpose of one thing. Right. So my self-care went out of whack. Now at that point, it's like I sacrificed one thing to try to get something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing with the whole sacrifice, like, right? Like, you know, even with the burnouts, can you actually be successful without sacrificing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was what my whole thing was, that I was trying to obtain this money to be successful on, you know, on that part of it to take care of this, right? And don't even see yourself fucking yourself up at that end of the day, right? Not trying to balance it and all that, right? So, you know, me personally, like, I don't feel like even success will be balanced out. You cannot balance that. I thought you could. That's just my opinion though. Like, I mean, what do y'all think about that? Like,
Well, if you could balance out like burnout and success.
yeah.
I think like on your journey to success, like we said before, like it's inevitable that you're gonna like have burnouts, but sacrificing, I feel like when you take a break from being burnt out, that's also a sacrifice because now you you're now like stopping yourself and you paying attention to other things now, right? Besides like your business or what you got or what you have to do. So, but in the like while you're sacrificing that, you're also, getting yourself back together. So now when you do it again, now you got a good mind to go into it now.
Mind.
Yeah, clearer mind. And like it's like I put it just like as business, like here, like when we do this, the podcast, right? We do get burnt out with this, and we also do take breaks, but that sacrifice of us taking a break, we come back stronger. We come back having new things, new methods now to do. So I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with each other. Like it could be good and it could be bad with the sacrificing.
Protect your downtime.
Yeah.
Always.
If we have some.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always create downtime because without downtime, then you will burn out automatically.
Yeah, you
crash.
Yeah,
you will be Coyote and fucking Roadrunner
crash
coming.
out.
Yeah, you crash? Nah. You just crash. Crash out mean like you about to sleep.
You definitely will crash, man. Like I think there's a lot of episodes we all crashed on.
Yeah.
Like yo, we just lay there like, all right, just give me 1 minute.
Yo, right.
Yeah, because burnout prevention, it creates it requires dedicated restorative downtime. So now if you ever feel burnout, stay in that burnout. That's my advice. Stay in it, dwell in it, figure out what's your next step.
Yeah. I'm definitely with that. Like
figure out your next step.
That's the smartest thing you said in this podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying,
I'm sorry.
but you always got.
That was good though. That was good. I'm definitely with that.
You always got to stay in it. And I like I told a good friend recently. He was down and out, and he's like, "Yo, I feel like things ain't gonna be right and shit like that." I said, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Yeah,
dwell in that feeling, bro. Figure yourself out.
Yeah.
Maneuver in it, shake yourself in it. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll get out that burnout, bro. Like what we say here, man, is like the phoenix coming out the ashes.
Yeah, and that's exactly one of like the symptoms for like feeling burnt out, which is like helplessness.
Yep.
You got a sense of failure or self-doubt.
Yep.
And you got like feeling of being like detached and like alone in this world and like loss of motivation. So that right there is really like one of the symptoms of feeling burnt out. Like, bro, I don't got no motivation.
That's
right
crazy
now.
how you just said that, bro.
I don't got nothing right now. And like in the workspace too, there was like they went down to like the analytics, and it was like 44% of 1,400 people are burnt out because of their job.
I believe that.
I believe it.
Yeah,
too.
because of their job. And like when you have burnt out employees, that just like you make your employees want to quit when you feel burnt out.
And when they're taking advantage of them too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got to avoid the all or nothing mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's true, man.
But it's crazy that you go into the thing like when you said like like sense of failure, right? And I felt that way, and I've spoke about it numerous times with my other business ventures. Like I felt like it wasn't going fast enough for me to feel successful in it, right? Or satisfied in what at the present time was going on. You know what I mean? So doing so much with it, it definitely felt like a mean burnout afterward because I'm like, fuck, like nothing's happening, nothing's going on. Like
at the time, you wasn't aiming for consistency.
No,
you wasn't. You literally avoided all that, and you instead of taking the intense sprints that you're supposed to take, you took the fast pace.
Facts.
And you want, like I said before, you wanted to make sure that you got to the end game right away. You know what I mean? Instead of actually accepting your burnout and like, you know what, fuck it. I gotta accept this.
Yeah, the time is gonna come. Like, and this is why I feel like now it's cool. Like it's cool to burn out now. Like, you just the fuck is with
got the motherfucker.
He caught them. like it's good to burn out. That means you're doing something. You're doing your work, man. Like, can you be more efficient? I think when you burn out, you start learning more of the burnouts as they go.
Yeah, you start to set realistic expectations.
Right. You start setting boundaries.
Yeah. Or when the boundaries come, forget it. That's when you start like, once you set those expectations and you create those boundaries, nobody can tell you nothing.
Of course not, because you already experienced your recent burnouts, which you don't want to experience that anymore.
Like you ain't got no time for this right now. My time is of the essence.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you start balancing somewhat of your time now, right? To not be burnt out. And there's gonna come times that you couldn't sprint and you're
Yeah.
gonna have to run like it's
Yeah,
running
for
like
real.
for time being, and you
Yeah.
gotta be mentally prepared for that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the burnout is gonna, you know, that burnout is gonna come
yeah,
when
yeah.
when that time comes, right?
That's right.
So
Nah, yeah, and I'm so glad that we on this topic too, because y'all know what month we in, right?
There's mental health.
Exactly.
and it's my birthday.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's men's mental health month.
Yeah, so exactly. So that really goes into like mental, emotionally, physical. So
Yeah.
everything right there, it just all trickles down to like, just all those freaking aspects right
It's
there.
like it's like I told Maisie the other day. I don't know, so I'll cut you over.
No, you go.
It's like I told Maisie literally the other days. I was like, yo, I am so like overwhelmed right now. I am so overwhelmed. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I mentioned everything. She was like, damn. She's like, damn. She's like, damn. Like I didn't realize like it was so much. Shit. I was like, yeah, nobody realized shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until we start mentioning it, and it's like we're complaining about it. And I was like, oh damn, I didn't really see that. Yeah, well, this is what we go through. That y'all feel like we don't do much, or if it's an issue with y'all keep moving the goalposts and all that shit. But we got a lot of things on our plate that we need to, we gotta cope with, right? So when I gotta tell you, yo, this, and this, and this, I'm feeling this way. Fuck, yo, understand me. Like,
Yeah, right.
Oh, that part.
100%.
you
That
feel
part.
me? Like,
I mean, because I mean, there's a lot of things, right, in a relationship that you can help with a burnout, like validation.
Yeah.
that helps a lot.
Validation works a lot. Like
Right.
you don't even have to even approach me or anything. Just sit there and look at me. I'm like, yo, you got this, Poppy.
I see you.
I see you. That right there is good enough for me that you noticing me. You know what I'm saying? But instead of just not noticing me, notice me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why whenever
I thought the not noticing.
yeah, you know what I mean? So if you have your partner, right, and you see them doing something, give them that smirk, like, yeah, yo, I see you. That's what's up. I see you need help.
Yeah, you gotta boast them up.
Boast them
or
up.
like,
a
or like
little
any
bit.
It
way,
helps.
or like,
Helps
yeah,
cushioning, like
yeah,
that.
that or like any way where you can help. To be honest, and like that's how I'm starting to think now. Like every time I come back home from work, I'm just like my way of thinking now is like if you ain't helping, then you hurting. So I just find like different ways to help, like because at the end of the day, me and my girlfriend, we both have jobs and we both have like a home to come home to. So it's like, all right, maybe I gotta cook this day.
Yeah.
Like maybe she gotta cook this day. Now I gotta make time to go pick her up. So it's like that right there also causes burnout too. But in the mix of that though, I'm just finding like it's really time management too.
You might have
so
had
I'm
a
not-
rough day at work,
Yeah,
and now you gotta go
exactly.
pick her up.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Like,
So like
you mash it at home.
So I really just like I feel like my days now I'm really just like it's just time management. So I don't feel that burnout. I feel like I won't have to
I
rush
agree. I like
or
that.
do anything.
I like how you put that because I would that's a great way of putting it because time management is great because I would have never me thinking about it now the way you say it the way I got my schedule it burns me out too.
Right.
But if I put it into a time management thing to where look if I do it this way
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be burnt out. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Because now when the time management now becomes a habit.
Yes.
It's like I already know what to do.
Yeah.
I know I can't waste time doing this.
Yeah.
Like
and if I do it at this time and certain time,
Yeah.
that's dope.
and make it aware to everybody around you. Listen, from this time to this time, these frame right here, I'm gonna be going in.
Yo, word.
Yeah, that's implementing your boundaries. Yo.
I'm into, you feel me? Like
Real,
at
don't
that
even-
point, like I can't be able to do this, and this. You need to step in
Yeah, word.
because I'm
Facts.
making clear like yo, I'm going to run right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you ain't helping, you ain't hurting.
You ain't-
if you ain't helping, then you hurting.
You hurting.
True.
For
It's
real.
true.
Because that right there, like if you ain't helping somebody, then you burning them out too. Like the blame should be put on you too if you ain't helping nobody out.
Honestly,
Like,
listen. Let me tell you. Honestly, the blame that right there, dude. And y'all need to y'all females or just anybody, female, male. Let me not put that for just your partners, right? Y'all need to really listen to that. Help, like the help part right there, bro. Like it's true. You're not helping, you just hurting.
Yeah.
Like there's no point. Why? Do you know how much of a soft cushion that would be on us when we just go home from a hard day of work? Mind you, we work labor. We do labor work, right? So when we come home, it's not that we don't want to do something or anything else. We don't want to be attacked for like, oh, well, you're not doing it.
Yeah, right.
Yo, how was your day today? How was everything? Everything was good? All right, cool. Good to hear, man. Like, I hope you having well. What is just the little things like that will give me a little boost, like Mario with the little the little marshmallow shit with the
that would really
smush on
give
me.
you a boost though. Like how was your day? Like
Yeah, you know why?
Yeah.
Because it's a gesture of
Common interest.
common
Right,
interest,
right.
yes,
It is,
but yeah, but also still like
You care. Like,
I care. Let
Yeah.
me relieve some things that you got in your mind.
Yeah.
If I ask that question,
Yeah.
how was it at work? Was it good? Oh man, you don't know,
yeah.
man. Like now I could talk about something,
right.
right? And I could release it. But then if I don't get that question asked, then I'm gonna just randomly come out like, well, you know what happened to me at work today? Like this, like they're like, it don't feel that it don't feel
like,
different.
Like, you know what's my perspective on that, right? Like, I was just telling my girl this too. I was like, because we was driving home, and I was like, she asked me, she was like, how was your day at work? And I was like, yo, to be honest, it's the same shit every day. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. Unless it's something different. Nah, for real. Nah, but like, she understood it though. It didn't come out as an argument, but I was just like, I said it in a nice way. I was like, yo, to be honest, like, I know you ask me every day, but like, it's the same shit as any other day. Like, I don't have nothing different to tell you.
Stop asking me.
You feel me? Unless like something do happen, like something crazy does happen at work, then I would tell you.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're gonna keep asking me that, I'm gonna just tell you the same shit. You feel me? And it's like sometimes when I leave work, I don't even want to think about work.
Yeah, I don't
to be honest. I'm focusing on the present, and I'm focusing on what I gotta do now after work. So it's like, that's just my perspective on it now. Like,
I feel you. That was that's. I mean, listen, like you're right. Excuse me. Like you're right. It is the same thing. Right?
the same shit.
It's just like, you know what? Once in a while, once in a thing, maybe that might have to be every day.
Yeah, once in
every
a while.
other day, every 3 days, every something. But just care.
Yeah,
So let me
care.
ask you something then. Let me ask you something then. Sitting in the silence of Solem, right? Right? In silence. Is that not considered a good moment of burnout? Of, you know,
You mean like after you're burnt out and then you just there sitting down and
just
That's your burnout. That's your burnout moment right there. That's when you burnt out right there.
Yeah.
But you don't want to hear nothing from nothing. Like, you don't want to hear nothing from
Nah, you
nobody.
definitely burned out for sure. You definitely you cooked for sure, bro. Like you want to hear nothing from nothing, like you definitely gone, bro. Like everything, like don't even talk to me. Like, I just want to take a shower. Yo, those days you feel like I just want to come home, take a shower, eat. I don't even want to eat until I take a shower and just relax to eat because I know I'm gonna be
Done.
out.
I'm that
after
same
that.
way too. I'm that same way.
Don't want to do nothing else, man. Like
My man's gonna be dum.
so beep-bong, random. If Burnout were a character in a movie, who would play the role and what would their catchphrase be? Go.
Burnout in a movie role.
Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And then
what the catchphrase be?
and Scarface. You in this restaurant scene. You want to say hello to the bad guy? That nigga was burnt out, my nigga. He was done.
That's a good one.
Yo, she was talking about she wanted to have babies. He's like, yo, get the.
Your wounds are so polluted.
That's a great
He
question.
was burnt out, bro. And my man was sitting on the chair, done.
He was literally fried, burnt
Done,
out,
bro.
and cooked.
That's it.
Everywhere, like
Everybody was
That's a
looking
good
like.
question. It's The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. Yeah.
Okay.
Because in that movie right there,
Yo.
the journey that he goes through in that movie right there, if you haven't watched it, please
That's
go
a
watch The
fire
Pursuit
movie.
of Happiness with
That's
Will Smith
fire.
and his son Jada Smith when he was a little kid. And that movie right there, like, that right there just shows the burnout and like the journey on like onto your success right there. And he has that famous quote. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's when they're looking and they're like by the fence and he's telling him a quote. And it's basically like, yo, like just keep going no matter what happens. Just keep going. And like you could just tell he was burnt out, you know, because having to take care of his son and like him himself too, and just the journey that he had to go through, you know. It was just, that movie's just crazy.
that was a fire movie.
Yeah.
It was a dope
That
movie.
was definitely a dope.
Cause that right there, you definitely see burnout in that movie because that shit was tough.
that one, he
His journey was tough.
Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, I definitely gotta go watch it, man.
Yeah.
Don't definitely sleep on that movie.
That's
man.
a dope movie. What you got?
Shit, that Pursuit of Happiness killed me on that one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was gonna say Rocky.
Yeah.
I would say Rocky, like,
Okay. But
you
he
know,
got up and fought again every other movie.
he did right, but you see when she went on top of the stage, you can't win.
Yeah.
You know how strong he is. Your man was cooked, bro. Like he was driving, like just thinking about everything. Like
Yeah.
I can hear the theme song right now.
you can hear the theme song, right? That's the song. That's what But to me, he's just there. But he's rethinking everything, man. Like to rethink all that shit that you're going through. Do you want to give up? you not like now you have a purpose to go do something else? Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I dig it.
So it's
I
like,
dig it.
like fuck, man, like what do I do now?
Right. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But now you got this one talking about you can't win. Look how big you know how strong he is. It's like, bitch,
I'm gonna knock him out.
yo. And even when you fight in the ring too, like he burnt out, bro. Like
Yeah, he was definitely burnt out.
he was definitely burnt out, bro. Like
Your man's high, like your man's was looking like Martin in that scene from freaking man,
when
he
they
fighting
called
Tommy Hearn.
yeah, he killed them.
That's
He
how his
killed-
face was looking in the movie, and nigga still won. He still won.
Killed them, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy.
That was crazy.
son.
but you know,
That was a good question though.
That was the so now I want to go into the success, right? Because I know we all get burnouts, right? We all get what
Yeah.
burnouts is, right? When you know you just working towards something, you working hard, going hard, pause, and it's like you don't stop. You don't stop. Whatever's required, that's what you're gonna do. Whether it's daytime, nighttime, afternoon, doesn't matter. Coming out of work, you're going home, you're gonna do what you gotta do. You're gonna burn out for sure, right? We all know how that looks like, right?
Facts.
All we gotta worry about now is how to go into your thing, how to time manage, right? And really trying to balance things out. And now when I say trying, because we're gonna move on to, you know, the success part of this, right? To try to have that balance. And I feel like it was a balance. Like I said earlier, I think there was a balance, or you could balance, but I think you could just maintain, right? If you want to be successful on something, because you definitely got to go through a crazy burnout. And let me not keep saying burnout at this point, because you got to. It's inevitable. You got to go through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there becomes a lot of sacrifices through it.
Yeah.
Behind it.
It does. And like sacrifices is like it's necessary, you know, it's really necessary for success.
It is. And it's hard to say. It sounds harsh when you say like, well, I'm going to sacrifice my family because it's like.
That's crazy right there. We ain't sacrificing nobody.
No, but we ain't sacrificing. Not in the literal sense. That sounds crazy. Right? Not in the literal voodoo sense, bro. Like, not in that. But in the sense of.
As far as like
Time-wise, right?
Yeah.
Time frame. Spending time with your family and all that. Like, definitely got to sacrifice that.
So like sacrifice is definitely like necessary for success, but at the same time, like too much sacrificing though, that right there is when it can have like a negative impact on your happiness and your life.
Yeah, true.
You know,
I like that.
Because we could still sacrifice, but at the end of the day, we still got other things that we also need to put 100% to, you know? And if we ain't sacrificing to take one thing away from the other, then, you know, that's when everything starts trickling down, and now all that pressure comes on you, and then now that's when it has the negative effect.
So look, now I'm with you now, right? So it goes to this question right here, right? Like, do you think there's a healthy way to chase big career goals without sacrificing personal happiness, or is it some sacrifice just part of the deal?
No, you can. There is some success in sacrificing. Success doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to mean sacrificing health or happiness.
Okay.
So there is a pursuit of holistic approach where success includes personal well-being. You understand what I'm saying?
Depending how you measure success, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's always ways to. You don't have to sacrifice anything at all to be successful. You don't actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
that
have to
one
disagree on
right
that
I
one.
know.
Yeah.
Break
figured
that.
you
Now
would.
break it
Wow,
down.
yeah,
though.
break that, 'cause
why
I-
do you think that?
Because I
Because-
would push on that one for sure. Pause.
Because some entrepreneurs, right, and companies, they promote a balanced approach to work, like the slow business movement or a 4-day work week, without compromising productivity.
Okay.
So that'll make it easier for them, for anybody
I
to
wish I had
be
a fucking
successful.
job that had a 4-day week.
I don't know, but they pushing that. It's
They
not
are.
really happening. But some jobs, they make some type of leniency for you to feel more comfortable at the workplace to successfully achieve what you need to achieve in life to be successful in where you at.
Yeah. So like with what you just said, I feel like there's still a sacrifice in that, but it's just not as big though as like a crazy sacrifice. Like they're not.
I think there's more sacrifice on doing your own thing than actually working at a job. If that's what you're trying to say. I don't know if that's what you're trying to say.
No, either or. Even if even if we remove the work related situation, right? You don't really have to sacrifice too much of your time and attendance if you know how your time and attendance can be produced
productive
to be successful in what you really need to do.
Yeah.
For example, Off Xperience podcast, little by little, incrementally, we are actually growing to be the biggest podcast ever. I'm not saying it's gonna be next week, tomorrow, but little by little, we're growing.
It could be an hour.
And right now it is beautiful. We have everything going for us right now.
Yeah.
And the sacrifices we're doing right now are just time and attendance.
Right.
But we sacrifice. You see, but look, right? So now we sacrifice being at work. Obviously, 'cause we have to work, and then we sacrifice when we come home.
Yeah, that's true. But now the thing is, once we get the attention and the recognition that we are supposed to get for what we're doing here, we don't have to worry about the 9 to 5 before we do what we do here.
True indeed. No, true indeed. But to get to that point, there's gonna be a whole lot of to me. I think there's gonna be a lot of whole sacrificing when you get to that point.
Yeah.
Before you get to that point.
But it's sacrificing
Right,
a lot though. Like it's sacrificing, like you said, time and attendance.
Yeah, time and
Then
attendance.
you got financial sacrifices. Because that's kind of like a psychological sacrifice right there. You feel me? Because a lot of people is like
That is true,
kind
too.
of afraid to invest into anything. So they're not willing to sacrifice that right there, you know?
That is true.
Because they feel like they don't really need
that.
to.
Yeah.
Like they don't because research shows that majority of families and businesses and companies, they create something like what I said before to make it more for people to create within themselves. So you have a little more downtime to create a podcast, to create your artwork, to send freaking your hometown money and stuff like that so you can feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's the little downtime that you have within your own circle to create a less burnout and a sacrifice for your success.
Right.
So that's why I said, you don't really have to sacrifice much. Now, if you started with you were given a business and they say, yo, push this, but I need you to make some sacrifices. I need you here 18 hours a day, fucking 8 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Then you're sacrificing not only your time and attendance, but your family,
No, correct.
your holidays,
Right,
your vacations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that leads into exactly what I was just about to say now with I was telling y'all before with the Start at 5, that TV show on Netflix. And that shows like the life that NBA stars have. They're away from their families for holidays too, at that, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, because they playing on those days. And they're away from their families majority of the year. So when the season is over, that's really like the time that they have. But it just goes to show that like even people in like higher statues like that in the NBA, they're making a lot of sacrifices. Like even with LeBron too.
Yeah,
LeBron,
that's what he wanted to do his son and all that.
That's like a mental sacrifice that they doing there.
But look at this, right? Like you see how to when you're saying like that you don't have to sacrifice a lot when you're trying to be successful on something. I do agree with that. I agree with that 100%, right? The only thing that changes with that for me is that it all depends the level of the level of where you see success at to the level of what you're sacrificing, right? Because again, everybody sees success as their own ways.
Of course.
Right? So if I say, I work my way to this job, but that's it. I sacrifice, that's I sacrifice just this time to do this and I'm good. Like I don't have to do nothing else. Versus an athlete that is always working, and they sacrificing so much that you cannot balance that, right? Because there's no way to balance that type of stuff, right? So I just think it's just like different levels to it. So,
but if you think about it though, like the athlete is a little different because the sacrifices you made, like I said, were just mental.
I'm saying the athlete, but imagine
I know
all that stuff.
Yeah,
Not just athletes, just people that are out.
Yeah, the ones who travel, right?
Yeah, once you're out, like
once you out there, right? You already know, right, that you've reached your success to where, if you think about it, because you already accepted the sacrifice you've made already by giving up your time and attendance, your holidays, your vacations to pursue what you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So you already accepted the success. Like, you know what? I'm stewardess. I'm flying everywhere in the world. I'm good. But I got 3 kids left at home and shit like that. And my husband, he works construction. Then we got the babysitter that comes every so often. I don't know what they be doing in the crib because I be flying. You know what I'm saying? Just to paint the pretty picture for y'all.
The
You know?
mailman over here.
You feel me? But it's like that, you know, or like an athlete, you know, like shout out Mike Green. We had it on the episode. Shout him out. I don't know how he is with as far as having kids or anything like that, but the man's overseas playing ball.
Yeah, he's killing right now.
And he's killing them dudes out there, bro.
Yeah.
That right there, he's made his sacrifice in school and time and attendance. I'm not, like I said, I don't know if he has a family or anything like that. Right. But him going across seas to pursue his success.
Yes. He sacrificed something. And he's gonna continue to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Once when he has a family, when he gets to the next level, to whatever level it's gonna be, he's still gonna have to sacrifice, right? And you don't go with the whole LeBron thing.
Yeah.
He's sacrificing to this day.
Exactly. And that's why I don't like how people in the comments be trying to like downgrade like his like LeBron having his son in the NBA, because it's like, bro, do you know how many sacrifices that man did throughout? Bro, he did like 20 years already in the league sacrificing. Waited for his son to get in the NBA. Y'all want to downgrade it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Talk about nepotism. I mean, it is nepotism.
It is, but who gives a
nepotism,
fuck?
right? But
Man,
look at everybody
bro.
else who does that though. Why is nobody coming at the actors, the white actors that's having a son freaking in movies since they little kids and everything? But when the black man does it like LeBron, right? And now niggas want to pick and choose, like, all right, nah, that's like he's not nice enough, and all of that. But
let the man
people
live,
not looking
man.
at the bigger picture though. Like, bro, he sacrificed 20 years in the NBA. His son, who just had like a cardiac arrest during college,
talk about it,
right? He almost passed away. He could have. He's still alive now, and look, now he's in the NBA. So now he don't got LeBron really don't got to sacrifice no more because his son is in the NBA. Now he's having that time with him there in the NBA, and it's like you can't talk down on it. Yeah, you can't talk down on it.
That's
fire.
fire.
That's a great example.
So the sacrifice led to, listen,
generational growth.
Exactly.
that's the shit, bro. Like this is why we don't account for this, right? Like when you sacrifice something, it is for the greater good, right? And this is something that people have to really cope with these type of things. Like it's called sacrifice for a reason. Like this is why everybody don't do it. This is why everybody's not successful. This is why everybody is stagnant on where they want to be at and where they are right now at the present time, and they're okay with it, or maybe they're not okay with it. They just don't want to put the work in if they're not okay with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But you gotta sacrifice. It's always gonna be some type of sacrificial, whether it's sacrificing for not going out, sacrificing not wasting your money, sacrificing putting your face in the books, sacrificing on educating yourself and learning on your business, your craft. You know what I mean? That's gonna take away from a lot of things that you was doing before. You're sacrificing. Friends gonna look at you like, yo, why you ain't coming out chilling no more? Yo, I'm doing this. Ah, damn, you changed. You did this. No, I'm sacrificing for the better good.
Exactly.
And nobody sees that shit.
Exactly. And nobody could tell you nothing either. Like, bro, you're the dictator of your own life. Like, so even if they do say that, oh well, fuck them. Like,
Yeah, it is what it is. Cause guess what? So because the minute you where you at, all that, now you ask them, was it worth it? You know what I mean? Right? Was it worth it? Now your friends gonna look at you like, damn, I could either hate on it or really be in tune and be like, yo, I see why he sacrificed all this to have this.
Oh, what a feeling to say that. Yo, I sacrificed this just to be this right now, bro.
And that's gonna be a feeling that we gonna because it doesn't mean we haven't sacrificed anything. We sacrifice a lot, bro. We sacrifice when we go home. When we gotta do things for the pod. When we gotta look for information. You know what I'm saying? When we gotta go do editing. When we gotta do posts. When we gotta do this. When we gotta go out to travel somewhere for an interview. When we gotta come to the studio to do meetings and stuff like that. We sacrificing all that. Mind you, we got a family at home. Right, we got kids at home that we worrying about. You know, if it's dinner time, I know we got partners and all that, but it's either way. We still sacrificing that time with them. Kids go to school, they come home. What do? They doing their homework. They got a little bit of time before they go to sleep. What are we doing? We sacrificing doing what we doing while we losing time with them sometimes. Right?
Yeah.
But it's for the greater good, right? If you think about it, for us, for me, I don't want to talk about that. Right? Yeah. My kids see that and they go, I see why he did that, why he was doing that. Did it for us. And if you articulate that to them, you know what I mean, they can understand that you have to sacrifice certain things, and they will carry that on with them. And you just change the whole course of a generation by doing that shit.
Yep.
Right? So, I feel like this, you have to sacrifice for success.
We do.
Pretty much. Like, there's
Not
no
much,
way around it.
Not much.
Yeah.
He says not much.
those-
Nah,
yeah.
that's one thing I don't know. Like, he says not that much.
much.
But honestly, like,
'Cause
I feel like
honestly-
you have to. Again, I feel like if we're not sacrificing, I'll give you a better thing, right? Right now, we sacrifice it. We at that level that we're sacrificing whatever it is we are, right? This is now. When this shit gets up, and up,
Yeah.
and up, and up, there's gonna be a lot of more things that we're gonna have to sacrifice.
But I think it's gonna be a lot easier.
I don't know.
I think it is.
I will hope. Listen, honestly, for your mouth to God's ears, I will hope so. But the fact that we're gonna be traveling more than before, it takes time from what we got with our family.
And that's why I said a little. That's time and attendance.
Listen, hey, time and attendance is big though.
Of course, most
Time and
definitely.
attendance is
It's one of
super
the
big.
most
Pause,
important
like,
things.
You know what I mean? So now, now you might get resentment from other places that, because resentment comes with sacrificing, not from you, from the people witnessing your sacrifice,
Okay.
right, or experiencing your sacrifice towards them, right? You're gonna get that. So it's like, the higher level you go up, the more sacrifices you got to make.
Yeah. For sure.
Either that or everybody got to be in tune with
For sure.
what's
Yeah,
going on.
but that's the thing.
I think that's inevitable.
Yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. Like as modern work cultures evolve, more paths to success seem much easier for you to not worry about sacrifices, heavy sacrifices.
For example, right now, have you missed? And this is just gonna be real talk right now. Have you missed some of Jack's things for school?
Oh no,
Have you missed-
his school's kind of funny.
Have you missed Halloween for Jack's?
No,
Have you missed Christmas?
no.
Right. Have you missed New Year's?
I've done it before back
done-
in the day. Yeah, back in the days. Yeah.
Okay, so you missed that. You know how that felt already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now when you have to be a public figure now, and you have to be traveling on these days and all that, Thanksgiving, all that shit, whatever the case, you might bring them along with you. You might not. I don't know how it's gonna work. But when now you have to balance out, not even try to balance, but sacrifice those days because you know that these are the only days that you are available to do it. Okay, they could do it or speaking or whatever the case. That's a lot to just even say Christmas. I'm not gonna be around. You never experienced that.
No, you're right.
Right. So when you say Christmas, I've been out for Christmas. I've worked for Christmas, right? And that's just a shift.
Yeah.
Going to work and coming back home. And that shit feels horrible, right?
does,
For
yeah.
work. So imagine when we got to go travel somewhere else. And your
I
kids,
don't know. That's gonna be different.
that's what I'm trying to say.
No.
I feel like now.
That's gonna be different.
I feel like it's gonna be
In-
The
different.
traveling.
In
No,
what
no,
way?
no. I feel like it's gonna be in what way? I feel like it's gonna be different because right,
Like,
with
not,
9 to
like
5
non-sacrificing?
Not like all right. So with a 9 to 5, right? If you do work a holiday, if you can't call out,
Yeah,
right? You don't have that option to call. I mean, you do have an option, but you know the penalties behind it,
of
right?
course.
Yeah.
With us, right, when we free from that 9 to 5 and we actually traveling, we do have a choice whether to bring them or not.
True indeed. Okay,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like that's really like the only way I just. I
Oh,
see it,
okay,
you know?
all right.
You,
If you-
it's just more like you have your own choice. You
Yeah.
feel me? You have like you could dictate your own life basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the 9 to 5.
Okay, so cool. So
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm gonna blend those together, right?
Yeah.
We're saying like, so we have a choice to take them with us, which is cool. We can, but now we got to be in conferences all day
Yeah.
and all that, right? You could bring them along, but now you got to be in conferences all day. So now you're gonna chill with them after your whole day is
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like, there's still gonna be some type of
No, yeah, for
something.
real.
Well, that's when
Sacrifice is
you-
still gonna have to. If you just think deep into it, like it's still gonna be there because you're gonna be away from that.
Well, now that's different. Now we're gonna step into a different.
I'm just saying. because
We're gonna step
the
into a different realm where, like, like now you gotta start doing headspace and IQ knowledge.
I
and
mean,
stuff-
and
and
listen,
shit like
hey,
that to keep your brain motivated at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But that's how I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So, random question. yeah.
Random.
Random.
blessing.
I like these random. So, if taking a mental health day came with a theme song, what would it be? Your go-to track for setting the vibe. Go.
Oh my god! I was just listening to a song like this too the other day.
I'm gonna tell you mine right now.
Yeah, you get to go ahead.
This is the peace that you cannot find. That
it Thames?
is love that you
Uh-huh.
cannot.
Thames, okay.
That's my shit right there, bro. I cried for that song.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh,
Like, I'm
Jesus
be real.
Walks, Kanye West.
Okay.
Right
okay.
when he's
That got
like,
me.
yo, the devil's trying to break me down.
Okay.
Like, that shit right there, tough.
Ah, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
that shit is so
boom.
tough. Bro. I get goosebumps to that shit.
I have a whole lot, bro. I really don't know, honestly. Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, wait till I get my money right. Oh, that's my idea.
I don't really
for
know.
real.
No. I have a whole lot of songs.
What? Come on, pick one.
Yeah, I
All
really
right, real
don't
quick.
know.
All right, so if we answer these,
Yeah.
you gotta answer this one right here. If Netflix and chill was actual paid job, how much do you think it would help or harm your work-life balance?
Shit, that shit would probably pay me some good money, son. I'm serious. The way me and Rosemary be chilling on that fucking Netflix, nigga, because we work together.
Yeah.
So when we go to lunch, I'll be in my shop. I got 2 computer screens and they're pretty big. So I'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
just pop the shit up in there. We be watching Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Wink, wink in my shop. Yeah.
Nice. So listen. Recap real quick. You know, burnout. This fucking guy, bro. Burnout. Just acknowledge your burnout. Identify your burnout.
Yeah.
Living it.
Living your burnout because it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Yes. You're gonna burn out if you're trying to achieve something. If you're trying to work for something, it is inevitable. It's going to happen. Just learn how to balance your burnout or take some time to decompress.
Facts.
Anytime decompress is a good time, right? Your sacrifices for when you're trying to be successful. Listen, it's on you how you want to sacrifice or what you want to sacrifice. There's going to be different levels on what to sacrifice. It's going to be level down here, level 1 to level 5. Which level you want to be in, I don't know, but that determines on the success that you want to go to, right?
Yeah.
So, but like going to you, I will agree with you on that one. Learn how to balance, and I say balance because learn how to at least accommodate for one, for both.
Right.
It might not be the same percentage, but at least accommodate for it, right? So it could seem like a balance pretty much. Because as much as you go, the more sacrifice you're gonna give, or the more sacrifice you're gonna give, right? And with that said, listen, just there's one thing I wanted to say real quick. Like, just adjust to, like you said real quick, just adjust to every level you go to.
Yeah.
So you can learn how to balance it as you go.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
The
right?
nature of true success often requires sacrifices that are unavoidable. But
Okay, I
true
like that.
success should be holistic, all right?
Ooh,
Just
like
to
that.
drop that off on y'all real quick, all
And
right?
listen, with that said,
Be like water too.
Be
just
like
adapt
water.
To everything. You gotta be the water.
be the water.
Be the water.
Listen, you already know. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to the man above.
Live, love, prosper, y'all.
Peace out.